in the interim, right before that showcase thing, when we still thought they were coming, we had a really drunken night of debauchery, right? And so it was me and Ken. We had been working at Peabody's. We got out late and we told everyone to meet us, like, let's hang out. And so everyone came out, met us, and we got hammered, dude, like crazy, like, one of the drunkenness nights ever, And they were doing construction on the street that Peabody's was on. There's not a lot of one-way streets in Cleveland, but this happened to be one of the few one-way streets that was in the city, was the street Peabody's was on, East 21st. And you go out and they were doing construction on the street. And anyone who knows construction, they like chop all the signs down, they do all this stuff, right? All the street signs. And so they leave these stubs of street signs. And a lot of these poles, these street sign poles, are like green. It's like this kind of like, I don't know. It's got holes in it. It's not mesh looking, but
right. They're like breakaways.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
So it's just a little stub on the ground now. And in my drunken stupor, I thought it was like a bottle of Rolling Rock. Because it's green, right? And I'm like, I'm gonna kick that fucking thing across the street and like smash it against the wall, of the building across the street. It's I was like set in my mind, I'm gonna kick this thing across and be awesome. It's gonna explode everywhere. So I ran and kicked this thing as hard as I could, but it was this pole, man.
And you broke your foot.
I went immediately down. Yeah, immediately down. I thought I broke my foot, but dude, we raged on the rest of the night. It wasn't until the next day that like I couldn't walk or move my foot. And then it was the next week that we had this showcase. So we found out we were doing the filming part, and I was like, I can't play, dude. Like, I can't. And so we were all scrambling. Like, what do we do? And I had already put in so much work into this band and so much effort. I'm like, well, I'm not going to not be a part of it. We didn't happen to have a bass player. So I'm like, well, I'll play bass. So I like sold. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, I can play guitar. I'll play bass, whatever. So I think they like showed me a couple things, saw that I could do it, and they're like, all right, whatever. We'll have Zach come down from Detroit, I guess, and he could learn it super quick and whatever. So that's what happened. So it was kind of a moment of a dire situation, and it wasn't planned, but yeah, I fucked myself up and I couldn't play at all, man. So yeah, I traded in my one of my kits. Got a bass rig basically, and just had to learn. I'm not a bass player at all, dude. But I play bass like a guitar player, I guess, and learned what I had to learn. And yeah,